Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. Y'all, something a little different. We're about to talk about the Travis Rudolph case real quick, okay? Because I have been glued to YouTube after work every day, all up in his business and this trial and what's going on. Like, I am emotionally invested. I feel bad for this man sitting in jail for over a year. Yeah, over a year for some shit that his ex girlfriend completely and totally orchestrated. Like, she should be the one in jail, and hopefully, after the trial, he'll be set free and they'll file some charges against her because the fact that she is still out is ridiculous to me. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you be part of the beautiful people family, the BPs, if you will. Don't forget to like the video, you guys. It does wonders for my analytics. And let's talk about the case. All right. Travis Rudolph is a 27-year-old former ex-NFL player. He ended up tearing his ACL or something, and that's why he's no longer in the game. However, he was about to go in Canada, I think they said. He had signed to Canada, but this unfortunate situation happened before he was able to go. You guys, why he looks so old? I mean, that's not nice, but he do. He only 27. Y'all, my baby is 25 and looks like a baby. I'm not, I guess I am comparing. I was going to say I'm not comparing, but he looks so much older in the face. Maybe it's because he been through a lot. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, poor thing, sitting in jail for some bullshit because of a girlfriend. You man, y'all gotta choose wise. Y'all gotta choose. I mean, I know we do too. We gotta be careful with who we choose, but some of these women are crazy. They're like really crazy, and I feel like when they show you the first time, why are you sticking around? Why are you sticking around for the madness? Apparently, this is not the first time this lady has hit on him, and I mean, just all the toxic bullshit. But even just beyond regular toxic, where you break up and get back together, no, they fighting. Like, she's fighting him every time she's mad, and to me, that's just over the line. It's too much. But anyway, so what ends up happening is they broke up. They took a little time. They said they were going to take a little break. And he asked her out after about a month or so. She said, okay. She comes over. They end up going to the liquor store. They come back. And the brother went and got a car wash and was just like, listen, I feel like he messed up on my car wash, and asked his brother, Travis, to come and see. Come check out the car wash. So they go outside for about 5 minutes, the brother said. And when they come back, Dominique, his girlfriend, Travis's girlfriend, is going crazy on him because she's gone through his phone and see that he's been texting other women or one particular woman. And like, she's going crazy. She's hitting him. They're fighting. The brother, what's his name, Daryl, said he was trying to break it up the entire time. They would not stop. He's like, I'm telling both of them to stop. And the one credible thing about the brother, he just took the stand yesterday, and I was waiting on it. Like, I was literally waiting on the brother to take the stand. He took the stand yesterday, and he was not trying. I mean, he was, of course, trying to defend his brother, but he was telling the truth, you could tell, because he's like, listen, my brother was antagonizing her as well. They were doing it to each other, back and forth, going at it over just madness. And I was telling them, break it up. Just go. Dominique, you can just leave. You know, Travis, stay here. Y'all just need some time apart. So they wouldn't. So he said they end up going outside, and he was fine with it. He was like, listen, they're out. He said, so he ended up closing and locking the door. Like, good. They took that bullshit outside. I'm over it. Then we see the ring camera when Travis rings the bell and tells his brother to open the door. He says, man, open the door. This bitch got me fucked up. And when he said that, she starts like punching him in the face automatically. She's like, who you calling a bitch? She's like hitting him. And, you know, it just gets worse from there, where they go out into the grass. She ends up slipping and falling. She says that he slammed her. However, he did not slam her. You can see from the video, he didn't slam her. He was trying to get her off of him. So he did have her arms, and when she slipped and fell, he bent down and then let her go. He did not slam this girl, and you could tell in the ring camera, and which is exactly what the brother said. He didn't slam her. You can tell, you can clearly see. But anyway, so she's going off. She's telling him he fucked with the wrong woman, the wrong girl, and, you know, she gonna get her brothers to come fuck him up or whatever. She ends up texting her brother. Y'all, and her brother is a hot ass mess. When I tell you, these two people, this girl, Dominique, and her brother, what was his name, Tavion or something? hot ass mess. Like, I would love to see the parents because they're so smug, they're so cocky, they were just so ignorant. Actually, they were disrespectful, they were rude, and I could just imagine what growing up in the house with them, like trying to deal with two people like this. Listen, shout out to the parents, or either they did a terrible job because both of your kids grew up to be assholes. Sorry. But anyway, all right, let's talk about Dominique. Dominique is the ex-girlfriend. And let's talk about what happened after the whole situation. Apparently, she was going over to break his car window out with a brick, and they stopped her. But she had a Patron bottle in her hand, and she hit Travis over the head with the Patron bottle. They say he didn't bleed or anything, but she hit him real, real hard. The brother said, like, whack-a-mole. I was like, oh, I guess, okay. I mean, because you really do be whacking that mole. I don't know, something didn't sound right about that. But anyway, so as she's testifying, like I said, she's a jerk. She's an asshole.
He literally picked you up off your feet and then slammed you to the ground on 2 occasions.
Correct.
And you testified that he was disrespectful yesterday. That's the moral of his story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your brother and his friends to go kill Travis?
No, the moral of the story is him putting his hands on me. That is really the basis of everything. And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when you're... I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have...
All right. Answer the question, please.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
Question was shit. What does shit mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
Okay. So it could have been his brother.
No.
It could have been the house.
Nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
And we find out she sent the brother a text saying, listen, he put his hands on me. I need y'all to come over here and shoot up his shit. And the brother then texts her back, oh, okay, he's a dead man walking. Now, these 2 particular text messages were deleted from her phone when she turned them over to the FBI or whatever. And she, she was very smug about deleting them. Yeah, I deleted them, but they were still able to get them, so it's not a big deal. And they're like, why'd you delete them? Just thought I would delete them. Then they asked about her Google searches. She was Google searching being accomplice to something happening. Why are you Googling that to see if you could get in trouble? And she's like, well, this is new to me. I just did not know what was going to happen. Yeah, because you definitely set this whole thing up. You set everything in motion. And you guys, when the brother took the stand, that is exactly what he said. She orchestrated this whole thing. We are all sitting here because of Dominique. Yet this bitch is still out free. He didn't say that. I said that. But she is. She's still running around free while he's been locked up for over a year for some shit that she did. So they ask her, well, what does shoot up the shit mean? And she's like, at first she's playing dumb. What do you mean? What do you mean? The judge ended up having to say, shit. What does that mean? What is shoot up his shit? And she says, everything in the house but him. What do you mean? Not to mention, he lives with his mom and his brother. Like, you want them to shoot up everything in the house but him? That's crazy talk. So she ends up saying, well, she knew that they weren't really going to do it because her brothers didn't go over there with guns. However, we find out that, yes, the brothers actually did have guns. She actually knew that they had guns. They purchased guns. Like, she knows that her brothers got guns. All right, so I'm just going to tell the story as if I was there from the testimony from all of the people, okay? And we can decipher. I mean, everything was kind of the same a little bit, except for, little things that they were leaving out or putting in to try to make themselves seem better. But the story basically remained the same, where, the brother went over and Travis's brother, the brother and his friends, 3 friends went over. Travis's brother answered the door. They were banging on the door like the police. Travis's brother, Daryl, answers the door, and they're telling him, and you can see it on the Ring camera. Now, her brother, Tavion or whatever, has a hoodie on, And he's like, we want Travis. Tell Travis to come out here. So I don't know why. And the brother even said on the stand, he doesn't know why he went and just opened the door without, he thought it was the police or something because they were knocking so hard. And he just opened the door. So why he went out and why Travis went out, I don't know. But I guess it's a man thing. Listen, you're not going to come and challenge me. And, I'm not going to come outside like what I look like. So both of the guys go outside. And one of the friends end up hitting Travis on the side of the head, and everything else starts from there. They're fighting, they're jumping the brother, they're jumping Travis, and like it's straight melee. Like the whole fight is going down the street. They had a neighbor testify that it was just ridiculous what was going on. It was just a lot going on with all these people in the yard fighting. So basically Daryl says that he's sitting there and he's getting beat up, and he's trying to get the people off him and still get the people off Travis. And Travis ends up getting away. I don't know how, but Travis gets away and is able to run to the house and come back with his AR-15 or whatever while they're still jumping his brother. So he's trying to get them off his brother and ends up shooting. He shoots 39 times. Yep, he shoots 39 times. He ends up killing one of the boys, and he injured one of the other ones, but he lived. And now he's in jail for murder. However, it's self-defense. They're claiming it's not self-defense because at the time when he came out with the gun, the boys started running away. So why are you shooting if they're running away? Travis's brother is testifying that even when they got in the car after Travis came with the gun, they were still pointing guns at them. So the threat had not been diffused just yet. So that is why he fired. And I know 39 sounds like a lot, but from what I'm learning about guns, I feel like if he's just shooting, and would that be an semi? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but like it's coming out real fast anyway. Not saying it's okay, but he said he was scared. He didn't know if they were about to shoot him and his brother or whatever. You don't know if they're about to spin the block and come back and continue to shoot up. You don't know. So he was trying to, defuse the situation with a gun and 39 shots. That's the only thing. I just wish it wasn't 39 shots. But I guess it is what it is when you in the moment and you have that sort of, power behind you. Like it wasn't just a regular handgun. So when you have that, I guess you use that. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I just bought a gun not too long ago, and when I went and bought it, the man said at the store, he's like, listen, you're getting this for protection in your home. If someone comes in your home and you have to use this, you shoot to kill. Don't shoot to maim. Don't shoot their leg. He's like, no, because if they're coming in your home and they have a weapon, as soon as they see your weapon, they're gonna shoot to kill. Like, it's not going to be any back and forth. Or if you shoot them and you just shoot them in the leg or whatever, they're going to still be able to try to shoot you and kill you. So it's every man for himself. And you just shoot and keep shooting. This is literally what he told me. He said, you just keep shooting. If somebody is ever in your home, let it off. So I get what he did. And maybe that's what he was told as well. Even though they weren't in his house, they literally came to his house to do damage. You can tell, and from what she said. And the brother testified that the whole time that they're fighting, they're like, oh, y'all finna die, y'all fuck with the wrong girl, y'all fuck, the whole time making these threats. Definitely had guns as well. So what were they to do? I just feel like the whole thing is so sad, you guys. I just feel sad because his life may be over. He may do a lot of time for this because of a woman and because of bad decisions and because of a frivolous fight. Like, girl, you did all this. And she had the nerve to say on stand, well, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I don't want, anybody to die and my brothers to be in trouble and me to be in trouble. And I still love Travis. I didn't want this to happen to Travis. When I tell y'all this girl is so fucking trifling, y'all, if I can find a clip of how she was speaking, just ridiculous. If I can find a clip of her and her brother, I'll probably put at the end so y'all can see just how disrespectful they are. If I can't, then I won't. But I mean, she came to court in these teeny tiny mini dresses every day, and I'm like, girl, he don't want you. You sent people to come and shoot up his mom's house, basically. Like, he don't want you no more. So why you coming to court with these little dresses on and everything? Pass. Or at least he should. Now we know men, they like a little toxic situation or whatever. So maybe he does. I don't know, but I just feel like it's a sad situation. I again am emotionally invested. Like I just really want him to get out. I really hope he is found not guilty, or if so, it's still like self-defense. And maybe, I mean, he's already done a year, so maybe he gets a really, really, really light sentence with time served, and maybe do another year or so. I mean, he did take a life. He did shoot off 39 times. That's not nothing. However, this is some shit that it was so avoidable. Like, all of this was so avoidable. She would have just left and went home. And if the brothers were not, and the brothers are like, what, 21, 22? Like, these are little ass boys coming over, playing bad. And before they went over, they ended up Googling his injury, Travis's injury. And the prosecutor is like, so basically you're Googling his injury to see if he will be able to get at y'all. Basically, y'all trying to see if he's still real messed up to where he can't really get at y'all. But when I say these kids were just unbelievable, the testimony, the lack of respect for the court, for anyone in the court, y'all, infuriating, I swear. So I've been fast forwarding past the every day I've been watching. When I come home from work, like I said, the trial is streamed, and by the time I come home from work, it's done. So I'm able to fast forward past all the forensics and all that shit or whatever. I don't care. I just wanted to get to the brother, because Dominique said once everything happened, she ended up calling the brother or texting, and the brother was going off on her. Well, of course, you send people over here, of course. And the brother goes back on the stand Monday, so he's not done. But he was a very respectful guy. Yeah, he was getting a little confused because some of the questions were confusing. So on the cross-examination of the brother, he's still credible to me, but he's stumbling a little bit over some things. But when you're in this situation, you're trying to make sure you say the perfect thing not to mess up your brother. And I could tell that every time he's saying something that he was not sure about, his eyes would dart over to his brother. And I'm like, don't do that. But I get it. Like, you just want to make sure your brother's not like, damn, why'd you say that for? But if he's being honest, he's being honest. And to me, I feel like he was being honest. They were asking him like total specifics of where were you standing here and this and that. And he just kept telling them, listen, I am getting the shit kicked out of me. I don't know how far the gun was away from my face. I don't, I'm not sitting there doing all of that. I'm praying basically that this is not my last night on earth. So you guys, I really do feel like they were scared. They were scared. And when he came with the gun to get them off of his brother, that's the thought, was that they were scared. And again, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I really, really hope and pray this guy gets out of jail. I do. That's a hard 27. That's not nice, but that is. I just found out he's 27. That is a hard 27. So yeah, let this baby out so he can continue on with his career. And I probably won't say anything else. Maybe I'll say something after the verdict. I don't know. But for now, that's it. I just wanted to talk about it real quick. So if you guys are free or at some point not doing anything, you may want to tune in to Travis Rudolph's trial. And like I said, just go to the testimonies of even just Dominique and the brother or whatever. Still, listen, very interesting, very entertaining. Unfortunately, it's his real life that's entertaining me, but I am praying for him. I really am. I hope it comes back that he's not guilty, or again, that it's something really, really light and he'll be okay. All right, y'all, that was just a quickie. So I will see you guys in the next video. Smooches.